Coming to you live from the It's Funny studios, I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning into the show. Right off the bat, we got to tell you, we are Mikeless today. Mike is on assignment.
I'm surprised you can hear us with no mics.
I know. Mike is home. As we're recording this, it's right before Valentine's Day. This comes out on the 13th.
Yes.
So he's probably home right now, all of his Valentine's Day cards that he's forced to give everybody.
Well, he takes them into work with him. He's got his shoebox. He takes it in.
Throws them at people. Here's your Valentine's.
Yeah, so he needed the day off to get that done. It takes him a while.
Ready to go.
He works for a city department, so there's a lot of people that he's got to.
Well, I thought he was giving one to the whole town.
Maybe
he's going to take it around and deliver it to everybody in the town.
He'll put on his mailman outfit.
I thought it's Cupid outfit. Prance around and throw the letters to people. But Mike will be here next week. He's just off this week on assignment.
Yes.
So it's just Greg and I. So if you were wanting to tune in to hear two old guys probably complain about stuff, you have got the right podcast.
That's right. And you only get charged.
We don't have Mike holding us back, although Mike usually ramps us up.
Yeah, he does. He gets us going.
Mike even gripes about more stuff sometimes than we do, and then he gets us all going. I go home, I'm all agitated.
Yeah. And then you get the podcast this week for 2/3 its normal price.
That's right.
Because, without Mike, you don't.
That's right.
We're going to charge you the full price we normally do.
That's right. Maybe Mike's home working on his Only Mike's fan page.
Oh, he could be.
With Valentine's Day. I think that's a big day for him. That's from another episode.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
All right. So, right off the bat, I got a couple little things on Valentine's. We're not going to do much. We did our Valentine's Day episode last week, but I found a couple other little things. I think you said you got one or two things.
Yeah. Not Valentine related, but.
Oh, well, great. I thought we were talking.
No, they're just regular observational gripeness and things.
Then I found a poll. How much would you pay to get rid of certain health conditions? Like, how much would you pay to never have a headache again? Hold that thought.
Okay.
We're going to get into that because they did a poll asking people different ailments. What would they pay to get rid of it? So then we're going to talk about diminished reality. We were supposed to talk about that last week, and we got long-winded.
That's right.
It got bumped. But
It got diminished.
That's right. And then we have some stupid criminal stuff. We haven't done that in a while. So we got
a couple things.
Criminals.
Yeah.
A lot of chicken-related criminal stuff, too, which is kind of odd. But
well, those chickens out causing crime. And
you can't trust them. All right, so real quick, I was walking around Walmart, and they had some Valentine's Day displays. They're pushing.
Is that
hard.
like walking in Memphis?
Yeah, I was walking in Walmart. Wasn't quite as popular.
Hung up in the checkout line.
But they have things we do for love. Valentine's Day. That's what it says at the top, and it's Valentine's movies. You can get, date night. You want to set the mood, kind of get some romantic movies or something. Of course, they got the La La Land, Dirty Dancing. Twilight Forever. I don't know why that one's in there, but Gone with
Sparkling
the Wind.
Vampires.
Yes. They have a 7-movie collection of Audrey Hepburn movies, Father of the Bride. So, your typical.
Yeah. The Proposal, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep. And they have a couple hot and spicy ones.
No, it's
down
Fried
there.
Green Tomatoes,
I can't
not
read
Rotten
what those
Tomatoes.
are, but
That's the website.
different.
Which all of these movies probably were on and got poor rating.
Probably. But then, also in this same display, they have American Psycho, Basic Instinct, because, that's one I want to put into the mind of my significant other. Like, hey, I could cheat on you, so why don't you go nuts, kill the family pet, and try to stab me? They also have Rosemary's Baby. Let's watch a nice romantic movie where a woman gives birth to the devil. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that's some romantic
Sets the mood.
holiday viewing.
Sets the mood. Carrie, which is not a good Halloween. See, now they've even got me doing it. Not a good Valentine's Day movie either. And all these movies are setting the mood. I just don't know what mood it's setting. And this could be a red flag. So if your significant other brings one of these home and they think, oh, we got a Valentine's Day movie, and they pop this in, could be a red flag of what you might be expecting later on that night. I don't know. You might want to stay on guard. One eye open.
Yeah, there's some doozies on it. Fatale, do you know what that is?
I don't even know what that one is. Has a snake on there.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one.
Warm Bodies.
Scream. I actually saw Warm Bodies.
You did?
It's a zombie movie.
Oh.
Actually, it was kind of cute. It was kind of a romantic comedy. It was different. I actually enjoyed that movie. So that one I would actually say you could probably watch. It wasn't a typical zombie movie.
Now you say that. I recall that
funny movie. But I just thought that was odd that those are your Valentine's Day choices.
There's some doozies in here.
Yep. And the other thing I saw is walking down, again, in the Valentine's Day aisles, walking around just looking at things. And they have, the whole section, like 2 aisles, like Valentine's candy, things you can get your sweets for your sweet. And they have chocolates. They also have like chocolate bunnies, but they're like chocolate, a dog and a raccoon. I don't know why they have those. A teddy bear, things like that. They have M&Ms, your kisses, your standard candy fare for Valentine's Day.
Right, yeah.
And in the middle of this, right in there, they had Fruit Loops, Sweethearts. So they're Fruit Loops with heart marshmallows and Rice Krispies. Now, when I saw these, I thought, oh, it's Fruit Loop candy.
Yeah, or maybe like the Rice Krispie treats.
Yes. No, it is just the cereal. It's Fruit Loops, and the Fruit Loops now have the little heart-shaped marshmallows in them. Here, honey, I bought you some cereal.
Yeah, have a bowl of cereal on me.
Or just Rice Krispies that are red and white colored. Red and kind of, I don't know, white is the correct, kind of that yellowy color. Hey, honey.
Red and rice.
Wouldn't Rice Krispie treats be great? I know how you love them for Valentine's Day. Yes, they would. I bought you a box of Rice Krispies. So when you're done fixing me some dinner and doing the dishes, maybe you can whip us up a batch of these. I'm going to go watch a couple of Valentine's Day movies.
Fatal Attraction.
Set the mood. I just thought that's weird. Here's some cereal for you, honey. I think we've said before, cereal is getting into everything. So there you go. That's all I have.
I guess they're Valentine related with colors and hearts and stuff, but it's
not in the candy aisle. Cereal. Not like you're going to give her a dozen roses and a box of Fruit Loops.
Honey, I got you this necklace and a box of Rice Krispies.
Yes.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. I don't know. They got to get involved everywhere.
Yep.
Big cereal.
Yes, they do.
Oh. So is that all you got?
That was it.
All right. Well, I got to go back. I'm going to gripe about the stupid self-serve at the gas station again. It's driving me insane. I hate it.
I don't like it either.
Well, because the other day I walked in there, and now they've gotten where they put a closed sign on the main register.
Yep.
Because I would call the self-serve station what would have been the second station.
Yep.
Whereas if it was overflow, you would go over there. Well, because it's not in the main, walk-through path of the flow to get out of there. It's like, to me, it's going kind of backwards. So they had a closed sign on the main one. And I go over to the other one, and I'm waiting in line. And some guy standing there, and I didn't talk about this last week, did I? My weeks run together.
It's not sounding familiar, but go ahead.
All right. Well, this guy's standing there, and he needs cigarettes and lottery tickets.
I think you did tell about that.
Did I say about that?
I think you
All
did.
right. Well, there's that. I won't repeat that then. But
because there was another guy behind you, and you're both like,
yeah.
Good luck with
all
that.
right. So my weeks are running together. So
this is where we miss Mike.
Yes, because he keeps me on task of what I've talked about.
You'd be like, you guys already talked about this. Oh, okay.
But this week it was closed. I walk over there, and twice now the stupid self-serve register has rang my Polar Pop as a 2-liter of Pepsi. I know what they're trying to tell me. I'm drinking too much Pepsi. And thing is, not even Pepsi, it's Diet Coke, but the self-serve wouldn't know that,
Just knock it off the counter.
But I hate it because then, the gal has to stand there behind the self-serve thing, and she's got a little screen, and she's like, oh, okay, we'll take it off. So I take it off, set it to the side. She does some punching on the screen behind there. All right, set it back on there. I set it back on there, and then it rings the Polar Pop. But it's just...
Or you could have just rang it up. I had a page and already have left. Either way.
Right. I could have walked up to the main register, paid you my $1.05 or whatever, and walked out. No, I got to go through this whole fiasco of dealing with the self-serve at the gas station. The next thing is I saw a story this week. Let me find it again. Where did it go? All right. I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second. I'll play some background music there. No, that's not.
Was it about? Let me try to guess. Was it about cars? McDonald's?
No, it's not cars or
Apps.
McDonald's. No, not
Technology?
Apple. It's in the fast food industry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I found it. Okay, it's Chick-fil-A.
I think I know where you're going with this.
They're like, you may have noticed.
Oh, maybe not.
We started a new order taking system outside. This will allow for quicker delivery and get you through our lines even quicker during rush hours. We will have our order takers outside unless it feels like 14 degrees or below. Once you round the corner, we will have one team member outside to direct you where to go. Then they will run your order out to your vehicle. This will help expedite the process of getting your order to you as quickly as possible. This will also allow for us to better check the order to make sure we are being accurate and fast. And when I read that story, and this is for the local Chick-fil-A, and I was reading that, I'm like, we have gotten so lazy and impatient.
We have.
It's like, how much faster can they go? I mean, I know, and sometimes they fail. A lot of these places, and I gotta admit, the McDonald's have been doing better. I still have seen blocked drive-throughs with not. I showed you the picture the other day. Not only stacks of pallets, but the actual pallet jack was under the pallets.
Makes it much more convenient to steal everything that way.
Well, yeah, I guess they can wheel them out fast. There's not a good chance you're going to drive over that.
Jacks and I pull that pallet down the road. I'm good to go.
But I was just thinking, it's gotten crazy with how fast we need stuff and how lazy we've gotten. We can't. I remember the first McDonald's I went to was in the mid '60s in Alabama, and it was a building that had the arch on each side of the building, and it was a walk up. You'd walk up to the window and you would order, and then they had like picnic benches and stuff, and you go sit outside. How far and I was thinking about, like, what did our great grandparents, what was an inconvenience to them? It's like,
probably having to go kill their own buffalo or something.
I want a hamburger. Well, go out and kill a cow, or go out to
January, and you're like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to walk 55 yards out back to hit the outhouse.
Yeah. I wonder who was the first one to bring the bathroom into the house. They were like the Chick-fil-A of their day. They're like,
and everybody else was probably like, that's disgusting. You're going to just poop in the house? Gross.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I don't want that in my house.
And then it was like, it probably didn't have functioning, plumbing like we do today. So, then the Chick-fil-A of their day came out and said, hey, you got that box in your house you poop in? We've added water that'll run through it now and flush it
completely out of there. Right down the river to your neighbors.
I didn't really intend on going into pooping, but I don't know. It went from Chick-fil-A there.
That's where we ended up.
But it was just insane to think about what's next. How much, like, more convenient and fast can they make it? I know we've got the door dashes. We've got people bringing groceries out to the cars. What could possibly be next? It's interesting.
You just think it. Poof, there it is.
Yeah. And then the last thing is Lori and I were at a restaurant in Pekin. It's a local Italian restaurant. and you go in, and it's kind of typical. Hostess seats you, she's like, okay, here's your seat. Go over there. We get in our seat. We order, eat. They bring the little receipt to your table that you take up to the register to pay. You don't pay the wait staff there. You take it up to the register.
Okay.
So I take my little receipt and I go up to the register, and this sign's laying by the register taped to the counter. It just says prices have changed! Exclamation point.
Hopefully not since I got my bill.
Yeah,
not from the walk from the table to the register.
Yeah, I got my little piece of paper. Are you saying they changed?
I mean, I know inflation's horrible and prices are moving constantly, but I don't think it's going that quick.
It's like a stock ticker on the wall. You got ravioli. Oh, ravioli's at 1.78 today. It's like,
Yeah. You get up there and it flips. 1.9. What? Sorry.
it went up just
I'm
while
going to pay as I eat each ravioli. Here's a quarter.
Oh, that's coming next probably.
Probably.
So I don't know. That was just, it kind of struck me funny. They would just, I like too. It just says prices have changed! Exclamation point. There's not up or down. It's just, they've changed. And you know what direction they've changed.
Well, yeah. Nothing ever changes for you.
Yeah. Why don't they just say prices have gone up?
Yeah.
So anyways, that's my, my three little things.
All right. Well, moving on. So, if I said you could write a check right now to get rid of
Write a check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sticking with the old man theme of the show today. If you could simply, and actually, that's what it says in this article. So, where's this from? Health and Wellness. It's from the article Make It. NBC. It's from NBC.
NBC. Oh, NBC.
NBC.
Like the National Broadcasting
Company. It says, can you imagine simply writing a check and being rid of health? So I guess they know who's reading this article.
Right.
So they did a poll of over 3,000 Americans. Was conducted by Assurance IQ, a company that helps people secure insurance and loans. So they did this study from 44 different states, and they asked them, if you could get rid of certain health conditions, what would you pay for that? So
Okay.
do you want to guess? I've got their top 6, and then they have 2 honorable mentions, and then I threw a couple. I don't know if you got any thoughts
I don't.
of something that you would like to
Well,
get
as
rid
we
of.
talk, maybe something will pop in.
So we'll just do the top 6 here. What do you think number 1 on the list that they would want to pay for to get rid of?
Diabetes.
Not even on the list.
Really?
It's a little more. It's not quite like real serious.
Oh. Well, I want to get rid of the serious stuff.
So these are more
Cancer.
like nuance. Yeah, none of those. It's nuanced things. You want me to give you the first one, and that way you can kind of get an idea.
All right, let's go.
Insomnia. Now, if you can't sleep, that is horrible. Now, I've had
That is horrible.
nights where you can't sleep. So
Overall, I'm a pretty good sleeper. So
that's number 1, insomnia. You care to take what they average it out. So what are people willing to pay to get rid of insomnia?
Boy, I don't know.
What would you pay to get rid of insomnia?
Well, I sleep pretty good, so you
Well,
know.
bully
what
for
would
you.
Lori? What would Lori pay?
What would you pay for Lori to sleep good?
Well, let's see. What would someone pay to be able to sleep nightly? $10,000. Because you're saying for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah, you're gonna write a check.
And this is assuming you got that money to write
You
that check.
youngsters can Venmo or
Do whatever
debit, whatever you're doing.
Yeah. I'm going to say 10 grand.
I like to pay in gold bullion myself.
Bitcoin.
You are way low.
Oh, wow. What will they pay?
$27,418. That was kind of what they averaged. Everybody saying. I thought that was a little high.
That seems high.
But then again, if you can't sleep, and if you're talking days and days without sleeping very well, and you're always
It
tired,
depends on which day they catch you on, what check you're going to write.
that is true. Okay, you care to go for number 2?
27 grand. Okay, so it wasn't insomnia.
And they're all that type of.
But yeah, what other things are there?
I'll
Like
give you
I
number,
would pay to not ever have another leg cramp.
leg cramp's a good one. That's not on here. The number 2 answer was allergies.
Oh, allergies.
Care to add to?
We're in Central Illinois.
I have horrible allergies.
Yeah, mine have gotten worse as I've gotten older.
What do you think that people said they would pay to get rid of allergies?
Well, so when you said the first one was insomnia,
Yeah.
that doesn't reflect. People could potentially pay more for this one, right?
That was number 1. That was the number 1.
That was the top dollar?
Top dollar.
Okay,
That's
so it'll
all
be
these
less
are.
than 27 grand.
Yeah. That one was far and away the most. I'll just give that as a hint.
All
So
right.
the insomnia was up there.
Okay.
The rest of them are less than 25,000. Less than that.
All right. 18.5.
13.9.
Oh.
13.901.
Okay.
Number 3. This is something that everybody's been dealing with for 3 or 4 years.
COVID.
And what do you think they would pay to get rid of COVID?
Okay, to get rid of COVID for themselves or out of society?
I think they said for themselves. So
selfish people.
This is all for yourself. Because you're not getting rid of insomnia for society. It's
well, I know, but COVID, you might make.
No,
that,
it's all. This is the selfish society that
narcissistic. Okay, so to say I would not have COVID again or ever. Let's see. The other one was how much?
13,901.
9,800.
$13,593.
I'm running low.
For me, I thought that was a little high. For me, I don't know.
Yeah, as the effects of COVID aren't quite as bad as they used to be, I don't think. Yeah. That price is going down. It's losing its value.
Yeah. Number 4.
Okay, that was COVID. What else? What was the second one?
Allergies.
Oh, allergies. I was going to say
this
sinus.
Is a little similar to what you said you would like to eliminate.
Well, I said like a back pain.
Excuse me. Stomach aches or cramps.
Oh, stomach aches or cramps. See, again, I don't have problems with these.
Well, aren't you just the picture of health?
Well, yeah.
It's all those Reese's.
When you they coat my stomach.
They do.
Don't cause me cramps and things like that. But stomach cramps, stomach pains.
How big is that check you're writing, Greg? Get that pen.
10.5.
12,137. Number 5. This one surprised me. Because I don't know. It's not really some people probably more than others.
Vertigo.
That's a good guess.
You get an ear plugged or something. Yeah. I don't know how else to phrase it. Ear.
I know, dizziness or
inner
whatever.
Ear problems.
Yeah. Acne or pimples.
Now, for people who suffer with bad cases of that, yeah, I understand. But again, in my perfect, I don't have a problem with it.
You were a male model, so how much are you writing that check for? Give it up.
I feel like it's less, 7,500.
11,219.
These prices aren't coming down.
No, they're not. And number 6. See, for me, this would have went higher on the list. For me,
is it related to the foot?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not related to the foot.
Well, I know how much you hate feet, and I thought, well, maybe
I like feet. I don't want to see them. They gross me out. I'm glad to have them. They're functional.
Well, they are good to have.
Yes.
Walking around,
I don't want to lose my feet.
Stubs would not be good.
No.
Just chop the foot
or just
off.
Toes at the end of your leg.
That'd be weird.
Yeah. It'd be a fantastic ballerina, though.
Maybe.
Always up on my toes. I could sneak really well, too.
You could sneak. You'd be like Fred Flintstone with his bowling ball.
They wouldn't be able to stop me on the bowling alley.
What else could there be? That you'd pay.
You want a hint or you want to keep
Give me a hint, because I'm nothing's throwing up.
There you go.
Well, that doesn't relate to the stomach one?
It's different. That one is cramps. Stomach. See, I'm wondering if that's something that you and I might not have to deal with. You understand?
Yeah.
I think it's more for the females.
Yeah,
I believe is where they're going with that one.
Yeah,
maybe not. I mean, everybody gets stomach aches, but then it has cramps in there too. So they kind of lump those two together.
Yeah.
For me, I hate throwing up. I hate it. I'm a big baby about it. I will admit it. I do everything I can not to throw up.
Yeah.
If I feel like I'm getting sick, I'll try to do anything. I'll take stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling myself I'm not going to throw up.
Yep. See, now my son, even when he was little, he would just, if he got sick, he'd just go throw up, and then he'd be just whatever. Yeah. We were watching a movie. He was real little. I don't know, 5 or 6, and he got up and went to the bathroom, And I was in the other room doing some stuff, and I came back, and he was walking back in the living room to watch his movie. I'm like, oh, where you been? He said, I went to the bathroom. I said, oh, what? You all right? Or he goes, I just went and threw up. I'm like, my whole day would have been ruined. I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw up. Oh, putting a cold compress on my face. I don't know. Please don't let me throw up. And then,
I had a friend in high school we were on a band trip in Florida, and he and I roomed together in the same hotel room. And he's like, I'm going to throw up. And I'm like, okay, that's gross. But he just sat there, and I go, you better get to the bathroom, because he goes, oh no. He goes, I just know I'm gonna. It's like he could hold it. He knew he was gonna, but he could carry on like normal. And at some point, then he walked in the bathroom and hurled, and then he came back out. And it's like, but it was probably an hour later. It's like,
I
okay.
absolutely hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I would pay more for this one.
I would too.
Than some of the other ones that you brought
to never
up.
throw up again. If I could, I would probably write a check for probably up to $15,000 if I had the money. It's like, and never throw up.
Yeah, we're saying with all these you have the money to write the check. This one would be up there. I'd probably be with you at that one, 15 to 18,000 probably.
So that was number 6. They had 2 honorable mentions, and for me, the first honorable mention I would put way up on the list as well, but it didn't get it.
For an honorable mention, what will it give it away if you tell me what part of the body?
Yes.
Oh well, okay.
Because that's in the name.
Okay. Knee pain.
That's a good one. Nope. Headaches.
Oh,
migraines.
yeah. Oh,
See,
yeah.
For me,
oh, yeah.
I would bump that way up.
Yeah.
Headaches are horrible.
Headaches are. I feel like my headaches are usually sinus related.
And the honorable mentions are under $10,000. I don't know if you want to try to guess these two or
7,000.
9,324.
So not a lot under 10, but
and the last one to me,
matter of fact, you put tax on that, it's probably more.
I mean, it is true. It's a sickness, but it's one that you bring on yourself. So I'm like,
you bring it on
you
yourself.
do. You can if you overindulge.
Like overindulge, like in food, diarrhea.
No, not food.
Muscles, like if you exercise too much. Exoskeleton.
Maybe. Let's say you've had a rough day and you're hanging out in the shower. You may overindulge in this.
Oh, drinking, hangovers.
Hangovers.
Oh.
Yep. Hangovers. So hangovers. How much do you think people are paying to get rid of hangovers?
Can I phone a friend and ask Mike? When he has his shower.
That's a real thing. He went on a shower bender. No. Just kidding, Mike.
At a party. Disco lights are going in his shower.
No, yeah. I'll let you guess this one. This one is less, significantly less than the migraine. So it's down there. But it still may be more than what you're thinking. I don't know.
I'll go up 5,500.
3,298.
Oh, so it did go under.
So it was down. So that's it. That's what people have said that they would pay to not to have to deal with these. Now, I had come up with a couple myself. I don't know. I haven't assigned a number to these, but and this one has kind of already been hit on. But like the ice cream headache, or you ever eat?
Ooh,
if I could never
Slurpee tumors.
If I could never deal with that again, I would probably pay $5,000 to get rid of that one.
Yeah,
that one's
that
one you
would
kind of
be-
bring on yourself. But still, if you eat something or drink something cold and you get, and I encounter people who's like, what is that? I'm like, you've never had an ice cream?
Oh,
How
my
have you never
gosh.
had it? It feels like somebody's driving a spike through the middle of your head.
I mean,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I said it only lasts for like 15 seconds, but if it lasted for a day, I would want to kill myself. It's terrible. It's awful.
That's a good one because I hate those. I can look at a Mr. Misty and get one.
Oh, Mr. Misty's are the worst.
Yeah,
And
that'd
I
be
would
like a
drink
Dairy
them as
Queen,
kid.
like icy
You'd be
thing.
drinking them and like, ooh, and you're like, I've done everything. Somebody will say, oh, put the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Drink warm tap water. Hold it in your mouth. Gargle with I'll do
Stand on your
whatever.
head. No.
I would do it. Whatever somebody told me, if I thought it would get rid of it, I would do it.
It's like
Strip
this
naked
tastes.
and run around the block. All right, we gotta stop it. It's got to stop.
And I find as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse. And it's like it used to be just things like Mr. Misty freezes and things like that. Now it's like it can be just like a really cold ice cream. I mean, like some ice creams are, they've gotten a little softer. They're not quite as ice cold as something that comes out and is a solid rock. But yeah, man, that pain just shoots through your head.
It does. And I've done that too. I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I've gotten it. I used to get it with like Mr. Misty's or something like that. And I've gotten it with ice creams and stuff. Ugh, it's
so frustrating. I can do it even with a drink, like an ice cold drink, like something that's maybe a soda that's, super cold or something. It'll make
that
my
2-liter bottle of Pepsi you keep buying at the
at the Circle K.
You drink that whole thing, you have a horrible headache.
Oh my gosh, it is. It's terrible. I would pay a lot for that one. Yep. But yeah, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, definitely as I've gotten older, I think it's gotten more intense, and it just feels like it must be your sinuses or something.
And the other one I got it's in the middle of the night, you get up and you're walking and you smash your toe into the side. That pain of smashing your toe, because it takes it a second. You wham, and for just a second you're like, oh no, and you're like, oh. It's brutal.
Fortunately, I haven't done that in a long time, but boy, those hurt.
I did that probably 3 or 4 months ago, and my toe finally just healed from. I had a big, huge blister under it. My toenail turned black. It just destroyed my toe.
Yeah. That'd be about the same as like when the kids were little and you step on a Lego or something.
I think that splitting that toe on the corner of your bed, that's bad.
Yeah.
Now I paid $2,000 for that.
$2,000 for the.
I think so.
I would when it happens for sure. I haven't had it happen for a while, so right now it's kind of like, that wouldn't be super high.
I hadn't until just, like I said, about 4 months ago.
And it's probably been a month or better, but I would pay for the leg cramps because I don't get them super often anymore. But
those
man, when you get a Charlie horse in the middle of the night,
or you ever get one in the arch of your foot and you can feel it. It starts. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, you're wiggling your toes.
I will punch it. Mr. Like, my wife's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to make it. Come on, rub it, whatever. Just make it stop.
Yeah, you can feel that arch tightening up.
Oh, that's the worst.
Your toes start sticking out. Those hurt.
Yes,
now I would rank that one pretty high for me.
That would be high
because those hurt, man. And the bad thing is, like the Charlie horse, like in the back of the calf, those you don't feel coming. I'll just be laying there and I'll like roll over and maybe I'll stretch or maybe I'm just laying there and that thing just bam. And I'm like,
You're struggling to get out from under the weighted blanket.
I can't move. I'm hurting so bad.
I have not had a leg cramp in a long time. I know I just jinxed myself. And
you're going to get one now.
Tonight I'm done. But I have not had one of those in a long time.
It's funny. I think I've been taking magnesium, and I don't know if that's helped
Magnesium?
Yeah. I don't know if that helps it, because I always heard potassium was good, but
I'd heard that too.
And I eat bananas, but I don't know. Since I've been taking magnesium, I haven't noticed it as much. So maybe that's a plug for big magnesium.
Maybe it is. Or maybe it hasn't. I still think it's all the Reese's.
The Reese's.
You have one Reese's before you go to bed at night.
I got a case of
one
Reese's.
in the morning. No leg cramps.
Oh, I thought you said they were causing it.
No. You said you haven't been getting them.
No, I haven't been getting them. No,
I think that's good.
Yes, it is very good.
All right. Well, let's move on to, and this has been around for a while, and we'll get into it a little bit. And it's got some good applications, but it's also got some bad applications. Just like any technology, it's a tool. It's just a tool. But diminished reality. Now, we've had virtual reality, augmented reality. And, virtual reality is completely fake reality. Augmented, where it's adding things to your reality that make it better. And diminished, it's going to take things away. So I saw this. I'm like,
I don't need too much added.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it could add like a new sports car. Or
True.
Different things like that.
Or I could just add the money and then I can go buy one.
But basically, it says, it can remove things from the real world. And some of the applications it gets, because I'm like, what is a practical application of this?
Drive-through lines. I'm sitting there. Oh, the cars are all gone. Good.
Well, I didn't even think about this, but the practical applications, it's something that's kind of really taken off here lately, or at least I'm aware of it in the last year and a half. My wife actually uses this. buying glasses online.
Yeah.
And you can take a picture and it'll show you your glasses. That's the diminished reality, because it removes your glasses and then overlays it with the new glasses.
Yep.
So I was like, that actually is something that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because you can try different frames and everything, and it looks just like you're wearing those glasses. You can turn your head and everything, see what they look like on you.
Well, the other day I was at Lowe's looking at flooring for a room I'm doing, and it said, excuse me, it said, let us access your camera and you can see this flooring in your room. And so I forget. Let's see. I was at home. That's right. I brought the little square home with me of the sample, and it had a QR code on the back. You scan that, and then you can like scan your room with your camera, and it like shows it with that flooring on
That's
it.
kind of cool. That does help.
Yeah,
because you get that little square and you put it down. You're like, I don't know.
The whole rest of the floor is there.
I've got a 3x5 inch piece of tile that I've laid down. It's like, I can't picture.
Yeah, can I bring home a 10-foot square?
Please,
a sample, just.
But that's a good one. Another one, because again, when I was reading this or when I started this, I'm like, I don't see what the functional application of this. But hearing aids says today, hearing aids, they can drown out the noise, and you can just focus in on the person talking or whatever, and they try to minimize all the rest of that noise to try to let you hear better. So I'm like, actually, that makes a lot of sense. And now they've got them where you can hook it into your Bluetooth, and your phone can be used to help diminish that extra noise and amplify the person talking.
Now, if they can just come up with hearing aids that don't require 8,000 batteries a year to use. I remember my mom when she had them.
She's
every time we would go batteries like crazy.
We were constantly buying batteries.
Yeah. Let's go buy another brick of batteries.
Well, that'll get us through about 4 days.
And at that time, I think now they have rechargeable hearing aids, but you couldn't recharge them. It was like, but yeah, I could see that as a practical application.
But my aunt's got some new hearing aids and they're not rechargeable. So I don't know why.
Why isn't that technology progressing along with?
And maybe it is, and maybe they're more expensive and they decided to go with.
Because even the non-rechargeables are quite expensive.
Yes, they are. But this maybe we kind of brought this. There was a song, Looking Through Rose-Colored Glasses. So that it takes away all the bad. You only see the good.
Yeah.
So we got the song that was there. But some of the things that they said that they were saying as something that's good, I thought was kind of stupid in my own opinion. Another thing they're working on, like say you're in a crowded room, it says, and you're waiting for somebody to come in and you're not sure. So you can have the glasses on that's looking for them, and when they come in, a giant arrow will appear over them. I'm like, well, that's the dumbest thing.
Hopefully in real life that doesn't happen. Oh, what's that arrow over my head?
Pretty soon, I can just make their head just get replaced with an emoji. The poop emoji on your boss. He's talking, well, Greg, you need to do more work. Like, or they're just replaced completely by an emoji. They're just
they're just a walking emoji in your glasses.
They float around.
Yeah.
They're not even walking.
Yeah, I thought of one. It's like maybe when for kids, or even me, you get a nice big plate of steak potatoes, and there's some green broccoli or something on there. You could just like fade the broccoli out. You look down at your plate. Oh, potato and steak, good.
Yeah,
let's get those vegetables off the plate.
Yeah, that could be good. That could be another thing they said. It could, or like when the person comes in, not only that, it's maybe it shows their latest tweet or something. Well, what? Why would you want that?
I just don't care that much about tweets to know.
I'm looking for Doug. He's like, oh, it's his beach picture. Why is he wearing a bikini?
Yeah.
That'll teach you.
You wear bikinis?
All the time, man. You want that all over tan, Greg.
Yeah.
Look, when I go to the beach.
Well, do you go topless sometime to get, so you don't have white spots?
Always topless. I'm always topless. Well, I think you heard from last week. I'm pretty open. I'm just wild and crazy. So,
yeah, I wear a big bag.
Oh, you probably let your freak flag fly on vacation a little bit. You go to the nude beach, frolic through the.
Yeah. The nude beach for me would be, okay, let's take our shirts off. That's, yeah, short sleeves.
A tank top. I don't want to. I got a tank top on. I can't come out. Oh, but It's funny what he said with the broccoli, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, my wife would probably like a pair of those. I'm just going. We're having an argument. She reaches into the purse slowly, puts the glasses on.
It's my readers, yeah.
Starts smiling. Are you listening to me?
Puts her noise-canceling hearing aids in.
That's right.
I can't see him or hear him.
She looks at me, and it's just the beach with the ocean waves. These are so much better. I'm so glad I spent the money on these. Well worth the money. Oh. Or, you know what? Maybe I don't need to work out anymore. I'll just put the glasses on when I'm standing in the mirror like, well, look good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Got a six-pack ab going.
Would that be a diminished reality?
It's diminishing a lot of fat. So, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking between augmented and diminished. Demented reality.
I think that's what we're living in, is demented reality.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. So, what else did I have here? Or the house is a mess. Getting on your, hey, why don't you get this house clean? Don't get you the glasses. Put them on.
Oh, it's spotless.
It's so much nicer. And
It's
then
not even the same house.
Why is this project not done yet? You can give her the glasses. Here, put them on. There. See, the bathroom's done.
Yeah, look at that. Looks
how
great.
nice it is.
Just don't use the shower.
Yeah, I don't like this color. Type something in. Poop there. What color you want? Blue? Green?
It'll just change with her thoughts.
I like that.
Yeah, she, I really wanted, orange. No, it is orange.
It is orange. So that's all I had in my notes. I didn't really have any more than that. I just kind of, the demented reality. Demented. See, now you've got me doing a demented reality. Diminished reality. This show really needs Mike. I didn't realize how bad it was.
Yeah, we need that third voice of reason.
Because he could just laugh at us when we start saying something. Like, oh, whoops.
We should have had him call in, put him on speakerphone.
Because now when one of us messes up, we just go along with it. I'm like, yeah, demented reality. That's right.
How about we just live in reality?
Well, nobody lives in reality anymore. There is no reality. It's whatever reality you want. Your reality, my reality, real reality.
Some of
reality.
It's augmented, some of it's diminished or demented.
Yeah. I mean, I might want to augment a few things myself. I don't know.
That's where I was going with the mirror, but
yeah, augment and diminish both. I need both. I'd like to augment some things and diminish others.
But don't diminish the wrong thing.
No, that would not be good.
Doug has just transitioned.
Oh, that would be bad. All right. Well, I got nothing else with that. I don't know if you had anything else you want to add before we move on to stupid criminals.
Stupid criminals.
All right. Well, do you want to? I got three. Do you want to do yours first or last? I don't care.
Yeah, I can go ahead. Mine's quick. It'll be pretty quick.
Yeah,
really.
all of mine are fairly quick.
So, in an Illinois school district, a worker was accused of taking $1.5 million in chicken wings.
That seems like a lot of chicken wings.
That is a boatload of chicken wings. I did just very, very rough calculation. And I came up with 1.5 million of chicken wings would be, they run roughly 68 cents a piece is what I came up with. Because it was for what I was looking at, it was $2.68 a dozen. And there's 4 to 5 wings per dozen. So 1.5 million chicken wings, $1.5 million in chicken wings would be roughly 2.2 million chicken wings. Roughly.
Somebody really likes chicken wings.
So it says,
was that at one time she just pulled up and I think it
was over the course of the pandemic a little bit. That's still a lot of chicken wings. And because it says District Food Service Director allegedly ordered 11,000 cases of chicken wings, which were picked up in a district cargo van during the pandemic. So she used a school van to go pick up the chicken wings. An official at Chicago, Illinois area school district was arrested for stealing 1.5 million worth of food, mainly chicken wings. I like mainly. So there might have been a random something else there too.
A drumstick.
Yeah. A Reese's egg was in there.
A breast once in a while. Sometimes people like white meat.
That's right. But it reported that Vera Little, 66, was held in Cook County Jail on a $150,000 bond Little was employed by blah, blah, blah. Okay. The television station reviewed court documents that showed 11,000 cases were picked up in the district cargo. Man, they really repeat themselves. At the time, the students were learning remotely, yet the district continued serving meals that parents could pick up. It said district funds were used. It said when an audit was conducted mid-year, school officials discovered the district was $300,000 over budget in its annual food service. So that's how they caught it. They were doing a review. So she's ordering these. What's she doing with millions of chicken wings?
I don't know. Unless is she selling them to restaurants or something? I don't know.
Is there a street market for chicken wings? I mean, you got the guy out on the street.
Apparently there is. I didn't know.
Come here.
Got some
pulls up his sleeves,
wings.
got Rolex watches, opens the inside, chicken wings.
He pulls up his sleeves, his arms just covered in sauce. It's all messy.
And the other side, he's got bottles of sauce.
Yeah, I don't want those out of your pocket. Gross. I think I did hear, though, with her that she didn't like order all 11,000. She would order extra every time and then pick them up and take them. I think that's what I'd heard. But still.
But over the course, let's say it was 2.5 years, 11
Well, that's what I was going to say.
2 million chicken wings.
They're always complaining schools' budget's not big enough. They're going to notice $1.5 million. It's not like It's not like she ordered some. She's like, you know, I'd like chicken wings tonight. I'm just going to order an extra
box or whatever,
and I'll take that home and make it. It's like you might have got away with that.
Maybe, yeah.
But $1.5 million worth. Somebody's going to ask some questions.
Think she's exporting them, or
I don't know.
That's what puzzles me is what's she doing with them? Because you can't eat that many chicken wings. I don't care how big your family is.
I don't think I could.
That's a lot of chicken wings.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, so that's all I had on the stupid criminal thing.
All right. Well, we're going to go up to Minnesota. Hey, up into Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
A woman in Minnesota was jailed for domestic assault after allegedly clobbering her boyfriend in the head with a whole chicken. Now, the chicken
Not a wing.
Not a wing. It was the whole chicken.
Well, a wing wouldn't do much damage.
So when the cops got there, the victim still had some chicken residue in his hair. The victim told the cops he was driving home last night to the Eagle Lake residence he shares with Natalie Broomer when he was attacked. The man who had been at the bar with Broomer said she was hitting him and spitting in his face as they were en route home. When I first read this, I thought she clobbered him in the head with the whole chicken when they were driving. I was like, who drives around with a whole chicken? You're coming from a bar.
Her pet.
Well, I think it was dead.
Oh.
I think it was a dead chicken. So upon arriving at the residence, the man alleged Broomer hit him with a whole chicken in the back of the head, where he still had some residue. When the cops sought to place Broomer under arrest, she began to struggle, pulling her handcuffs, and required multiple officers, multiple attempts to get her into the handcuffs and into the car. So
they should have beat her with a chicken.
They should have. But one thing, there's a couple things here. They don't tell, was this a fried chicken or roasted?
I'm picturing raw.
It could have been raw. Which again, if she hit him with a raw chicken and they're in the car, we're not coming from the
Maybe
bar.
it was a Costco rotisserie.
I have that down. Costco that would have killed him though.
Those are big chickens.
Those rotisserie chickens from Costco are huge.
She'd hit him, take a bite, hit him.
She would have clobbered him and killed him. Would have broke his neck. But she was booked on assault and battery and some other charges. So, there you go. If you are looking to protect yourself, maybe a whole chicken. Maybe instead of
does it say why she was doing it?
It never tells why they were upset.
Some other dude was at the bar was probably hitting on her, and she wanted her boyfriend to step in, and he wouldn't because he was chicken.
That could have been. Could have been. Maybe she thought he was a little too cocky. That's a recycled joke from a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
But it still works.
Yes. Chicken jokes are always good.
They are. Now we're going to Florida.
They're maybe not that good, but.
No. A Florida woman. I love this.
Florida woman.
Yes. A Florida woman battered a convenience store clerk with a pair of Slim Jim beef sticks. Can you batter somebody with a Slim Jim?
Like a drumstick.
I mean, that's what it says. Cops alleged that Casey Brazil, 40, was confronted Monday afternoon by the female victim at the exit doors of the store, which is adjacent to the Citgo gas station.
She's probably upset about the self-checkout.
She might have. In which
probably
case,
rang her.
If I was on the jury, I'd say she's not guilty then.
It probably rang her Slim Jims up as potato chips
Summer
or something.
sausage for $7.
Yeah.
What? Brezel pushed the victim to get past, then struck the 34-year-old victim with 2 Slim Jim beef sticks she was stealing. Again, I don't feel you can batter somebody with a Slim Jim.
Not a lot of battering. It's like tap, tap, tap.
I mean, now I stop at a lot of gas stations where I'm on the road a lot. So a Jack Links, maybe Jack Links are kind of a significant beef stick. There's also a brand Louisville that those can be kind of
Louisville Slugger.
Well, it's a Louisville like jerky.
Yeah.
It usually comes in a bag. Though.
So is it jerky or a beef stick?
Well, that's jerky.
Oh.
But the Jack Links beef stick.
See, jerky's got more surface area than a beef stick would.
Yeah. The beef sticks seem small. Even if it's the big Slim Jims. Snap into a Slim Jim. Macho Man. But it seems like if you were going to batter somebody at the gas station, I would go with like the Big Mama pickled sausage. You ever seen those?
Yeah, those are
sausages?
big. Yeah, those are big.
Those are big. Or the cousin, the Tijuana Mama. That's a hot pickled sausage.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's the pickled sausage, but it's like in a hot sauce. It's red. If you open that up, you could squirt it in her eye and then assault them with the pickled sausage.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you do not want to be assaulted with a pickled sausage. You're not going to walk away from that. Another thing that I thought you could do, because these are usually right up front too. So if you're wanting to get away, you could go with the bag with the big pickle in it.
Oh, in the bag?
In the bag. You could take that, because that pickle is huge. You got the hot pickle, the Van Holtons?
Oh, yeah.
Van Holtons bag of the hot pickle, the big pickle. Again, you want to assault somebody, you either go with the pickled sausage, or you just go with the big pickle.
Yeah, you got to get something big enough that has got, when you're holding it's got something that you can swing a little bit.
Yeah, you got that big pickle in your hand swinging it around. People are going to get back. They are not going to want to get close to you.
Yeah, if you're just swinging around a Slim Jim.
Oh, well, you might need some augmented glasses if you're just swinging around a Slim Jim. You want that big pickle or the hot sausage. That's what you want.
Yes.
Not that we're trying to help out criminals, but...
No. But if you're going to be a criminal, we're just trying to give you some advice.
You got to think. Use your head. Use your head.
Yes.
All right. The last story that I have, and was this in Iowa, I think? I don't know. A 19-year-old motorist who admitted he was driving 120 miles an hour in Iowa. He got pulled over by the state police. What vehicle would you say if I said he was doing 120?
Mustang.
That's a good guess. Camaro?
Dodge Charger?
Charger would be
or Challenger, I mean.
No. It was a 2006 Honda Accord EX. If I was Honda, I would go, that would be my commercial. How good is the Honda? We have a 2006 Honda that the guy got up to 120 miles an hour.
Well, that's like the story in California where that guy drove his family off the cliff.
Oh, that was great.
It was horrible, but
it was.
They all lived. They went over a 200-foot drop.
That would be my commercial.
All lived. Man, that's a tough commercial to make though, because he's trying to kill his family. But
if you're married to a lunatic, you may want to think about buying a Tesla.
You might.
It may save your life.
That's another criminal tip.
It is. See, I wouldn't want to take the Honda Accord off the 200-foot cliff.
No. I bet you wouldn't survive.
It might be fine, but
I wouldn't want to test that. Wouldn't want to test it in the Tesla either, but I was amazed they all lived in that Tesla going 250 foot, I think it was. So anyways, back to the Iowan.
The young man, 19-year-old, the cops got him pulled over and they asked him why he was driving so fast. He told the cops he floored the vehicle because a good song came on the stereo. I almost can't fault him. Like, all right, I'm going to let you off with a warning.
I really kind of need to know what the song is.
That was my question. They do not say. How does that not make it into this block, this police block?
You gotta have the song.
You gotta put it in there.
You know, if it was Boston smoking.
That was one of the first ones. I can't drive 55, obviously. I mean, that's one that's coming up there. Panama by Van Halen. I mean,
yeah. Then I get it. You know.
No new song. See, Mike's not here, did we?
Yeah, we need to know.
Well, of course, Mike would have probably went with like some Zeppelin song or something, but or Stupid Ho.
Well, it wouldn't have been one.
That's
of
one of his favorites.
Well, the songs that I hate right now are any song that Elton John is doing with a current pop singer.
They're the worst.
What did you know? I can't think of the name of that song. It just
don't know.
it comes. Lori likes it.
Who sings it?
I can't think who sings it, but it comes on. Has he got the lyrics to like Rocket Man?
I think so.
I think it's gonna be all right. Yeah, but Lori likes it, and so every time we're in the car, that song comes on, and it's like I hate it.
I do too.
That one causes me to slam the brakes on. It doesn't cause me to hit the accelerator.
Dua Lipa, Cold Heart.
Yeah, Cold Heart. If he was going 120,
a lot of people like it.
I know. His voice is all like auto-tuned.
Well, because he's 110 years old.
And her voice is always auto-tuned, so.
Because she has no talent. No.
I like some of her songs. I
like Levitated. That's a good song.
Yeah, but I am not going to be going 120 miles an hour because that song pops on.
No. Unless I'm trying to get away from it. Somebody's got
I'm going so fast that the music goes out of my car.
Me. I can't change the radio or turn it off. I just got to go fast.
I got to make the jump to light speed to try to avoid the music.
Yeah, so that was but unfortunately, had it just been the song, he might have got out. But they also found drug paraphernalia and a large amount of marijuana. So that might have played into him driving 120 miles.
So looking at the picture of the dude, would you feel it would be a stoner song, or would you think it would be like a country song?
Could be techno.
He doesn't look like a techno, but he is driving a Honda.
He doesn't look country to me.
So what? Yeah, wasn't a 4-wheel drive truck. Boy, am I being stereotypical?
Yes, you are. Although today's country sounds like pop.
I know. So much of it does.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's listening to.
It was probably like
K-pop.
It was probably like Grateful Dead.
See, I think that you're driving slower with the Grateful Dead.
I would think, but given that he was on the weed and stuff, I mean,
driving that train high on cocaine. What in his mind? But he's really doing 30. He's like, I'm really whoa. Like Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Sir, do you know how fast you're going? I don't know, 80, 90? You're on the median. Can I see your license? Ain't it on the back bumper, man? Yeah. All of those good things. But so I wish they would have told us what song. I feel like we deserve to know.
Yeah, we really should know.
I feel like that would play into how bad his punishment's going to be.
Yeah.
If I was on the jury or if the judge, I'd have to ask. I'm like, Judge, the jury has a question. We need to know what the song was. I have to know. I feel it was like some classic rock or a good driving tune. Yeah, I don't know. I go a little easier on him.
Yeah.
Although with don't drive high out there, kids. Don't drink and drive. That's going to get you a little more punishment.
Yeah, we need to research and see if we can find out what the song was.
We do need to find that out.
Call that police station. Hey, what song was
they
he
never
playing?
get the information that we just like the chicken. What kind of chicken was it? How was it fixed? Was it raw? Was it cooked? Were there sides with the chicken? I don't know.
Was it already cut? It was just pieces of chicken? I mean,
it said whole chicken.
Yeah, it did say a whole chicken.
It did say whole.
So it's either got to be a rotisserie or a raw.
Yeah, it'd be hard to fry a whole chicken. Unless it was, now, it could have been deep fried. Could have been beer can chicken.
Could have been.
They were at a bar. These are all the questions that we need to know.
Yes. Give us the full story.
Exactly. All right. Well, do you have anything else? I think
I don't think so.
I got nothing else. So
it was a random mismatch.
Sorry, without Mike here, we were kind of a little out of sorts, but we're trying to get one end of the books. Mike will be here next week. Good Lord willing.
He
and
better
don't
be.
cry. Don't cry. Don't rise.
Don't cry.
Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Mike will be here next week. Oh, and we do appreciate each one of you for tuning in, listening to the show. We hope you have a great week. Relax.
Have a happy Valentine's.
Have a happy Valentine's Day.
Go watch a murder movie or something.
Yeah, don't be hitting your significant other with a whole chicken or smacking them with your Slim Jim. Don't be doing that either. That won't necessarily get you a happy Valentine's Day. Relax. Don't get offended by things. Laugh a little bit. Enjoy life. It's too short. And we hope you're tuning in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
I was going to say that.
Do it.
No, it's good.
I had to do that for Mike.
Yes. Tribute to Mike. Peace.
No, you got to let it be awkward for just a minute. Come on. And now we're out.
We're done.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
92% of households that start the year with Peloton are still active a year later.
92% because of a bike?
Not just bikes. We also make treadmills and rowers.
Oh, let me guess, for elite athletes only, right?
Nope. It doesn't matter if you're an avid exerciser or new to working out. Peloton can help you achieve your fitness goals. 92% stick with it. So can you. Try Peloton bikes, tread or row risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial.